yesterday working on this bear. I'm gonna see if I can make it or break it and get some eyes carved in here. If you're here though, hanging out, be sure to give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, hit subscribe. If you want to get a carving for yourself, check out the shopping tab. Link to the video. I got available pieces ready to ship out. I hope you're all having an awesome day. Taylor, how's it going? We got an eyeball going. Yeah, I get burned out too, man. Yesterday I was live talking about being burned out. That's why I haven't been live and putting a ton of videos out lately. Just burned out, but at the same time, chainsaw carve. I'm working on a custom stair job. I've got a couple table builds for a customer to do. We've got 2 YouTube channels, 2 TikTok channels, 2 Instagram pages, on top of working on saws and trying to do all this stuff. So it's I constantly got stuff going on. Constantly got stuff going on. When it pays the bills, sometimes that's the motivation. There's the eye I was just working on right here on the left. Started that one, but that's where we're at thus far. Hope you're all doing well. Smash that thumbs up for me. And if you guys want to get a piece or a carving, something that I've made, you guys can check out that shopping bag below, or the shopping tab. I got my artwork in there. It's done, ready to ship out kind of stuff. But if you haven't before, make sure you hit subscribe. Where's everybody from? Love seeing where everybody's located. I'm in upstate New York. Pretty nice out here today. It's, what do we got out here? About 72, 73 degrees. Beautiful day outside. Where are you located? What's the temperature? It's always nice to see people from all across the country and all over the world watching when we're live. Hope you're all doing well. Worked on this yesterday for a while, and thanks, country. And today we're going to try to just get the face, the eyes detailed up here a little bit more. And maybe we'll burn it. We might even add color today. We'll see what happens. 75 watching, 4 thumbs up. What is going on? Hope you're all doing well. We're working on the eyes on this bear. We were live yesterday. We did the furring yesterday. We carved in welcome on live. That video is actually, that live is actually available if anybody wants to go back and check it out. If you're here for the first time though, make sure you hit subscribe before you go. And if you want to get a custom carving, something I've already done, it's ready to go. Check out the shopping tab right here in the live. I've got carvings there ready to ship. You can always check those out and come on back. Yeah, little haircut. Little haircut. Gotta get rid of some of that hair for the summer weather, you know. Getting warm. Getting warm, getting warm. And then it'll be too hot before I know it, and I'll have this beard and everything drive me nuts. So I had to chop it off. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you. Thank you. Baby kisses. How's it going? Gen 1. Appreciate it. We're going to go in and we're actually going to do some more refining on these eyes in a minute here. Let's see. To me, it always looks different when I look at it in the camera, too. When I'm looking at it through here. We're gonna go down to a little bit less aggressive bit. 102 watching. What is going on, guys? Comment where you're from. What's the temperature? Comment right on this live. Help me grow. Double tap that screen. Send some likes. If it's your first time being here, it's mostly chainsaw carving on this channel. And if you want to get something I've created, I've got pieces ready to ship out. I'll be able to ship them out actually tomorrow. All you gotta do is check out that shopping bag that's connected right here in the video. But be sure to hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit all before you go. And appreciate everybody that's here. We got Wisconsin, California. I'm located in upstate New York. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. We're gonna go from the green burr to a more finer point on this yellow burr. Yeah, we got Ohio too. We got Wisconsin, California, Ohio. I'm in upstate New York. What is going on, guys? 95 people watching. You guys are awesome. Where's everybody located? Like this video? It's always cool to see everybody across the states or people in other countries watching. I'm in upstate New York. Lisa, how's it going? Karen, Matt? Yeah, actual content, man. Card stuff, have real talk, and make actual content. 97 watching, 10 thumbs up, double tap that screen. Hang out with me for a few minutes, and if you decide you would like to get a carving for yourself, before you go, check out that shopping bag. I've got available pieces there that are ready to ship out. But make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit all. Always trying to grow this page. You can also find me on TikTok, Kylehallwoodworker. You can also find me on TikTok, Kyle's Chainsaw Rescue. You can also find me again here on YouTube at Kyle's Chainsaw Rescue. We got a bunch of different pages. But we are currently getting ready to launch a third page on TikTok. Still working on the name, and we are going to start launching programs to show people how to start YouTube channels, how to start TikTok pages, and how to start making money off those things. Because, you know, there's plenty of people that want to quit their 9 to 5. So, on top of that, I think we're going to start working on putting together how to step-by-step books, like digital books on how to carve a bear and things like that. Well, not start. We have these things in the works already. My wife and I, and people will be able to download copies and be able to do those things. So, Georgia, Northern Virginia, what is going on? What's happening, Ryan? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. There's something in the works. Just got done messing with the eyes, trying to figure out if there's any more I want to do down here. I don't usually get too crazy like this, but I'm already in here kind of far on this piece, so why not? Why not? Hope everybody's having an awesome day. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Tap that screen, hit subscribe before you go. And I've been on here carving since 2015. And we're still only at 31,000 subs. It's crazy. I watch people start like a year or two ago and they're like double or triple that number. But it's alright. going on? What's going on? 142 watching, you guys, for real? Jeez, double tap that screen. We only got 13 thumbs up and 143 watching. Hope you're all doing well. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go today. And if you want to get a carving for yourself, I have available pieces ready to ship out right in the shopping bag right here on this live. Those are linked right through from my very own Shopify store. And yeah, excited to see our numbers today. Over 100 and something people watching. Thanks you. I appreciate that. And excited to see how many new subscribers we get and how many viewers we get. Yesterday we were live for a little bit. We had over 11,000 people join us and hang out. The easiest way to help me grow the live is, comment where you're from. It's always cool to see everybody all across the country and even across the world watching sometimes when we're live. I haven't always taken this much time on pieces. Usually I just kind of tear through them and move on, but every now and then I decide I really want to take time and try to improve my skill. My eye's missing. I'm way more smoothed out than it was, at least. Hope y'all's week is going well. Hey, congrats, Ryan. That's awesome, man. I like it, I like it, I like it. Let's see what we can do here. This barrel will end up getting hit with the torch. We'll sand it, we'll torch it. We'll end up getting some color before, yeah, we'll do that. I don't know how much we'll get done today, but it'll get some color. And we'll actually end up airbrushing the welcome. Probably won't be doing it live, but it'll end up getting airbrushed, all the letters and stuff, so they stand out a little better. We're gonna have a bunch of overspray, and then we'll airbrush the tree bark down here too, the edges of it, so it really stands out. Go. You can see what's going on a little better there. Thank you, appreciate that. What's going on? What's going on? Is this piece 3 foot tall? I think it's closer to 4. I think it's closer to 4 feet. I wonder if I got my tape measure out here. Probably 3.5. Usually I got a cheap tape measure I leave out here. Just removed it. Must have moved it. everybody. You guys are here hanging out, tap that screen. If you haven't before, hit subscribe. Hit that bell, hit all for me. And if you want to get a carving for yourself, check out the shopping bag right here in the life. We got some wall art, we got some small bears, owls, moose, cardinals, a bunch of different little things in there ready to go. How's it going, David? Those items are complete and ready to be shipped. There you go. That'd be cool. Raccoons. How's it going, Karen? There and the boss lady, what's happening? Few new people showing up, so we're working on the eyes first thing in this video. There's our eyes carved in. I gotta do something a little different with the head. It's driving me nuts. And it might mess up the whole shape, but We're gonna have to just do it. It messes it up. It messes it up. better. Sometimes all it needs is a little fine tuning. Heading's a little blocky here, so we had to shape that down. Wanted the under part in here to kind of roll down a little more instead of being real like a hard line drop and stop. Bottom of that head will roll into the neck just a little bit. What's going on, Tony? Hope you're all doing well. 113 watching, 25 thumbs up. Dang, appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit all before you go today. And if you want to get a carving, I got available pieces in the shopping tab. Stuff's done, complete, and ready to ship. Get out of here, B. All right, we're gonna dust this thing off one more time. And they're bust out the torch, or the sander, and then maybe the torch, and hopefully not end up with a bonfire. That would be a bummer. Live on YouTube. What's up? What's up? Live on YouTube. Forgot about it. Kids. YouTube. What's up?
Oh, so the hose that was connected to the pool came down and that was just water flowing out of the pool.
Awesome. Can you try to put it back on, maybe? Cool beans. See what you can do, pal. What's happening? 134 watching. My golly. I gotta start going live late in the day now. My word. Where have all you people been my whole life? I know. You've been at work. I know. This is the bear we were working on yesterday. Oh yeah, now he's a different bear. Yeah. It's like a whole new deal. Saburrtooth. They are opposite because I'm using the camera on the screen side of my phone, so I think it makes everything look reversed. Yeah, so it looks like it's in reverse for you guys when you're reading crap. Those letters will really pop once I'm able to do some airbrush work on them. And it'll really stand out. Then we're going to get a little black paint out and Heath, get away from me. Go on, out that way. Yeah. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Hope you're all doing well. 31 likes, 108 watching. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit subscribe if it's your first time being here. Hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit all so you don't miss future lives or uploads. And if you want to get a piece of my art, check out that shopping bag. We got available pieces. I don't know if they pop up on the bottom of the screen or if you actually have to click the shopping bag while I'm live. But we got art in there. We got carvings and things that I've done that are ready to go. Little bears, moose, owls, some cardinals, and then we got some nice wall art pieces that, you know, kind of done some detail carving and airbrush work on. All those are looking for a good home. Getting ready to put some paint on this. I was waiting to see if Sue was going to object. Sometimes Sue says, no, don't paint it. Sue likes burnt brown bears, and that's okay, Sue. Good, okay. Once the bear is painted black, I can't go back. You know, you just can't. Little paint in me. Good for you, though. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Nothing like watching paint dry, right? There he is. I didn't set up with the airbrush today, so we're not going to do the letters and things right now. Eyes will get hand painted. We'll do a little bit of black airbrush in here. Get that cleaned up. Airbrush the letters. We'll add some shadowing so the tree bark that's fallen off around here kind of pops. Once everything dries, we'll hand paint the eyes before it's ready for clear coat. We'll do a little shadowing down around the feet. Not too much, just a little bit. 34 thumbs up, 124 watching. That's awesome. Just kind of scrolling back here. Hope you're all having an awesome day. Baby kisses, Bear. Appreciate you guys being members. Big fans of the channel. Sue as well. Appreciate you guys. You support the channel directly every month, and that's a big deal. So thank you, thank you. Hope you're all having an awesome day. Anybody new, I'm in upstate New York. Gonna get you guys a close up here. Boom. Thanks, Bear. Appreciate it. It's like down here, that bottom of the foot needs to get paint and black, so that'll get airbrushed. Minimize more overspray. This will get airbrush work, so the edge of the bark here will pop out and you'll be able to see a difference. And we'll airbrush these letters to minimize overspray. Foot and leg are kind of kicked back. Got our neck rolls. It's got swoop over shoulder down to chest. This one's a little more flowy, right? Can stretch it out. Thanks, Sue. Got those ears kind of pushed forward a touch and then scooped out, you know. Did just kind of like a carved little bit of a grain, even though it has its own grain, and carried our bark around. Kind of did a little bump out like a little tail. Nothing too crazy back there. It's kind of neat looking at it through the phone. Like I can see things differently than when I'm just looking at it in person. Again, airbrush work will get done here, clean that foot up. We'll mist a little bit of black in there with the airbrush, kind of bring that shadow of the back side in. Shoulder down to kind of like shoulder, bicep, forearm, paw. Other paw scooping over. Little texture on the snout there, right on the nose. Yeah, he is. He's pretty lifelike. I'm getting close to where I want them to be. There's always room for improvement, you know? It's just how I look at it. There's always room for improvement, so. I've always said I want realistic bears. Takes a lot to get realistic bears, but we're getting there. Looks pretty good. Happy with it so far. We'll paint those eyes. That'll really make that face pop. When we get our airbrush work done, that'll really make it stand out. A little bit of clear coat and Bob's your uncle, you know. However, we won't be doing that today. Yeah, you know, Bear, I don't even know if I had cartoony bears. I don't even know. Very blocky bears when I started, and then I don't know what they would be considered. Whimsical. Kind of whimsical, whatever that means. That's what I was told. They were somewhat, your bears are very whimsical. I don't know if that's a nice way to saying they suck and you need to do better, but that's what I heard for a couple of years, probably a few years, Carvin. Your bears are very whimsical. Huh, okay. Yeah, okay, if they suck, just say they suck. Yeah, they didn't have wings or anything, you know. But I really like this style myself. I like, you know, where they're kind of posed and there's a bit of what looks and feels like movement. Baby kisses, I guess it's all in a manner in which people say it, though, in the tone, you know what I mean? In the setting. But my goal has really been from the beginning is I want realistic carvings. And so, to me, the job is never done trying to improve on that. And trying to, you know, push and do things different, not get stuck like doing fur exactly the same every time, trying to, you know, evolve the fur patterns and instead of always hitting it from the front. On this bear we came from the back and the side and cut fur in this way, which I like because it layers the fur back off the face. Usually we cut it from the front back It makes the fur kind of lay in a different pattern. So even with you guys that are like carving now and learning or whatever, you know, like change up your style, try something different and see how it turns out. Sometimes it's awesome, and worst case scenario, you know, you got a piece to learn from. You don't even have to burn it, you know, you learn from it, you set it aside and try not to do it again. And you know, there's times that I'll carve a piece that looks really cool and I'm like really happy, like I'm pretty happy with this. But it's the kind of thing where I don't necessarily want to get rid of it right away because I want to use it for my own reference, like, you know, how I did the face or remember how I did the fur and things. And yeah, I know, take a picture, which I probably will, but this is still probably my favorite side of the bear though. Like, right arm over the log, got the neck. So even with this, I'm happy with it, but I could pick this piece apart still. This could have all been bumped out a little further. This head could have rounded into the neck, bumping this lower neck portion out more, the lower head, boom, with a little more meat on that jaw on the bottom. Ultimately, that's, you know, I'd want this thing to round out a touch more. Pretty happy with it. All right, well, it's going on 6. I gotta go do the dinner thing. 100 and some odd people watching. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bear, hit all, you know. Hit the bell, hit all. And if you guys want to get a carving, check out that shopping bag. And if we're not live, that's all right. You can find the shopping tab under like any of my videos. And pick yourself up something cool. Yeah, it probably would, Barry. You're right. Probably like, what the heck? What is that thing? Excited to see how many new subscribers we got today, though, on this live. And I'm really excited to see how many people came through the live. So if it's a big number, I'll share it 'cause it's always cool. Yesterday we had 11,000 people and a couple new subscribers. So we'll see what today brings. Once this uploads, I'll be able to get those stats. Actually, I think I get them once we get off the live, but if it's some really big, cool number, I'll share it with you guys. So we only get these really big lives because you guys are on here chatting, sharing where you're from, commenting. You guys like the video. You hit subscribe. You come back to the live. Like all that stuff boosts the live. And so, you know, we have regulars, which are awesome because you guys boost the live. And then it's really cool to get new people in on it as well. So anyway, I appreciate everybody being here tonight, though. I got to go get some dinner, go see the family. Maybe go throw the poles in the water or something like that. But hope you guys have an awesome evening, and keep an eye out. We'll see what's happening. Maybe we'll try to go live tomorrow and work on a moose. So until then, have a good one. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys later.